being involved in clubs and different organizations is so important.
Whether you're in a small club or a large club.
You have to be involved on your campus.
In this digital age, I think that companies are looking for students that have that brought into perspective.
Involvement is very helpful, actually. A lot of employers look for it. I feel like I am, as an employer now, look for involvement.
We definitely want to see people that are well-versed and being able to do many different things to be well-rounded.
Activities are important, I think. It's what you've done and how you've applied that knowledge that really tells the story that I'm looking for.
Obviously, when you're coming into your college experience, you don't know what you're going to want to do 20, 30 years from now. But going to different clubs gives you that opportunity to experience outside of the classroom. What do I really like? What I don't like? Is this something that I can see myself doing every single day for the rest of my life?
Being exposed to the career and experiencing it real life is going to be incredibly important for knowing that is what you want to do.
I also think it's important because it also broadens your experience and your exposure and the people that you meet.
I don't think it necessarily narrows down your career. It almost opens, more doors for you.
You learn a lot from being in different clubs and organizations. You grow as a person, but also because of the connections that you make.
Get involved with different professors. The more professors know you and what you like, your involvement, they'll see that and they'll reward you for it by inviting you to different networking opportunities where you can meet companies.
It shows to recruiters that you're well-rounded, that you're not just in the classroom all day studying, and that's something that's valuable to recruiters because when you go to industry, you're not just going to be working on one thing at all.
We all know that in college, too, a lot of times you're asked to perform very structured tasks. When you're in the workplace, you don't really have those guardrails. Your client's just coming to you and saying, I just want to achieve this goal. Being able to see that you can operate without having somebody hold your hand along the process is huge for us.
Of course, it is awesome to have someone who has a 4.0 GPA that has done all their different classes, but they didn't do anything else. It's like, well, why didn't you do anything else? Switch it on the other side is this person had a lower GPA, but they did so many different extracurriculars, and also they had a full-time job to put them through school.
I like to see a balance. I like to see if realistically, is this person or student out there really cultivating their experience via, internships and part-time jobs and side projects, leadership roles, and start making some bullet point worthy things.
We really want someone to be diverse in regards to the people that we hire. If they do have a full-time job, say it. It's impressive to see someone that went through school and paid for their entire way.
It's hard to do both. When I see somebody who does both, I think that's pretty incredible. If you've done a lot in your sorority or fraternity, go into detail about that because, at first blush, it might not seem like a whole lot, but we're all in college and we know that that's a lot of work.
Being involved in different activities helped me hone in on my communication skills. It helped me bring myself out of my comfort zone. So it's easier for me to talk to people now.
So I actually went abroad twice during the time that I was at the university. I think the most important thing that you learn is an enhanced ability to communicate with people of all different backgrounds and languages.
I think that greatly benefits you in the real world because that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to communicate with your boss or your coworkers or whatever it may be.
I think the ability to communicate with everybody, the frontline worker and the CEO, and it's not just connect, but listen and understand and respond appropriately is a really, really important skill.
It helps you so much to build a network.
It really gave me hands-on managerial and also delegation skills as well.
You get that global perspective.
Being in residence life helped me become a leader.
The leadership is huge, and I've learned so much about myself and about who I really can become in the future.
Your biggest weakness could potentially not knowing your strengths. So that's where it kind of comes into just immersing yourself.
And so taking those skills and the things that you've learned and taking all your educational background and applying that to the real world is critically important. So join a club, get involved.
There's over 400 clubs here on campus, so there's bound to be something within their interests.
Or you can always start your own club too.
I started going to a couple clubs, got involved on the student life here at the U of A, and I just couldn't find anything that really matched what I wanted to do. I'm really passionate about sustainability and the environment. There wasn't a club that I saw that fit those needs for me. So I got with a couple of my classmates and we actually started our own club. It's called Engineers for a Sustainable World. And it gave me the opportunity to do what I actually really want to do. But it also gave me a lot of leadership experience because starting a club and having all of these officers that you're working with and club members is almost like running your own business. You have to come up with a budget, make sure people know how to work well together. It's been a really great experience in that aspect, and it's something that I've been able to use when talking to other companies about what my involvement on campus has been.
I think it's very important to start freshman, sophomore, because that's when you're starting to develop on what you really want to do.
Don't be a passive on the outside looking in.
It really helps, I think, in the future and when it comes to getting a job.
When I went to the career fair, they saw that I had research lab experience. They saw how I could apply the skills gained there in industry. That was the biggest reason why I got hired, because I had that research experience.
So it's really critical that if you aren't involved as an undergrad, get involved, but stay involved afterwards.
So that way, when you are actually coming up on graduation and applying for full-time positions, you have that knowledge and you have had a lot of experience rather than somebody who just went to classes and really doesn't have that real-world experience and that personal self-development that a lot of students do miss out on.
Throw yourself into being part of any club, group, association. You oftentimes get more out of it because you put a lot into it.